Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely wow, guys. A great big story here today. Great big story. And how I came to actually watch this League One playoff final was on my way home from work, and I got the notification from my ESPN Plus app that Wycombe Wanderers could be on their way to their first promotion to the championship, which is the English second tier. They have never been promoted from League One. They have been playing in the lower leagues since their, inception. And I'm like, you know what? I'm a Premier League guy. The United Southampton match was on, and I'm like, it was coming up at 3. It was like 2:30 when this game started, 2:30 my time. I live in New York. And I'm like, you know what? Something just told me, you know what, Dominic? Watch this game today. You know what? Forget about the Premier League. I've been watching a lot of Premier League games over the weekend. A lot of games since the restart. Just do something a little different today. Check out the League One playoff fixture. And I'm actually playing FIFA 20 career mode where I started in League One with Bolton Wanderers, who I think has now been relegated to League Two. And it was rough not being able to qualify for the playoff first. Then I got into the playoffs and it was so dramatic. So I kind of, I don't understand fully. It's FIFA, but still, I kind of get the gist. Wycombe Wanderers, man. Wycombe Wanderers versus Oxford United, the U's, man. Who we've been seeing in Carabao Cup's FA Cup doing pretty well over the last few years. Wycombe Wanderers 2, Oxford United 1. Congratulations to Wycombe Wanderers, man, on gaining their first ever promotion to the English Championship. This means a lot for the club. This means a lot for the players. This means a lot for the coach Ainsworth, who I'm getting to find out was a former player, and he got to the playoff final before and he lost, both as a player and both as a coach. And third time he has been lucky. They say third time's the charm. And I'm like, whoa, this is actually Akinfemo's club. I saw him when they had the water break. I'm like, whoa, this is Akinfemo's club, Adebayo Akinfemo. And he came on in the halftime, and then, at the end there, he was actually praying, thanking God for actually the football gods too, for helping them gain promotion to the championship. What a game, man. What a game. What a game. What a game. I'm not going to lie and say I've been following League One or the Championship or even League Two. I watched the Premier League. But today, something just told me to tune in. And I was blessed with a hell of a game. Hell of a game. Wycombe Wanderers scored early through an own goal by the goalkeeper, Oxford's goalkeeper, but it was Stewart who towered high from the Joe Jacobson's corner. Joe Jacobson is one hell of a player, man. I'll get to him. Really nice corner. And Stewart, who I think is the man of the match, just towered, got a head on it. The goalkeeper wasn't able to deal with it. Came off his boot into the back of the net. You could see the Oxford players trying to do a Luis Suarez and knock it out with their hands and all. Unsuccessful. Wycombe with that early lead, and it was very important for them to get that early lead because in my opinion, I think they were the underdogs in this game. They defeated Fleetwood in the semis. Oxford defeated Portsmouth. I actually saw a piece of that game too, but I didn't follow through until the end. And Wycombe with the early lead, and it helped them. They weren't the most dominant team in the game. Oxford were. Oxford had most of the balls, created most of the chances, and they kept just, turning the screw until a Sykes cross actually beat the goalkeeper Alsop, who should have never got beaten from that cross, but he was a bit off his line, and the the cross ended up being a shot and went over his head underneath the crossbar. Oxford back in the game. Sykes couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. But Wycombe had to soak up a lot of pressure there in the second half. A lot of pressure. Akinfemo came on, and I think his experience really helped. You know what I'm saying? Him holding up the play whenever he did get the ball, his physicality, winning the fouls and everything, and it helped. His experience, his presence, his inspiration on the field did help. And with their back against the wall, defending, they could have conceded because goalkeeper Alsop was made to pull off two big saves, two headers from corners, and they survived. Oxford kept going through. They were playing some really good ball, but just the quality in the end there, the quality, the finishing wasn't. It wasn't top notch, and against the runner play, a ball played over. Oxford's defense didn't deal with it, and Odeng Denwa, I think his name is, very fast striker there. He got on the end of it first, and the goalkeeper took him out. Bam! Referee pointed to the spot. Up stepped Joe Jacobson, who I think is a hell of a player, man. Hell of a player. I'm actually, gonna actually follow Wycombe Wanderers' progress next season in the championship, man. It's gonna be an interesting one. I'm happy for them. I like stories like this. He stepped up. He put it straight down the middle to beat the Oxford goalkeeper, and it was a tense finish, but Wycombe Wanderers held on. They could have scored a third right there in the end, almost a final kick of the ball, but Ainsworth and his boys held on, man. Hard luck to Chris Robinson. I did see him. I think City is my team. We played against Oxford in one of these cups recently too, so I'm pretty familiar with Oxford. Not the players, not all the players, but I'm familiar with the manager. He's been there for around 2 years or so. So it's a great big story, man. It's a great big story, and I want to say this to all the Wycombe Wanderers fans watching this right now, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations. You must be over the moon right now. You must be brimming with joy right about now. Joy must be overflowing right now for, you and your club to just make it to second tier football for the first time ever. This could mean a lot for the club financially. Think about that. Could attract better players. Could be able to keep some of the better players because, of the financial gains of going up in the championship. And right about now, sky's the limit. They just have to do their best to try to stay up next season. It's going to be a tough task for them. But, all they have to do is just do some smart business. Bring in some very neat players who can actually help you stay up and compete in the championship. And it's going to be a glorious ride. Who knows? Sky's the limit. Who knows? Wycombe could be on the way to the Premier League next. Maybe in a few years. I love to see progress, though. But you have to continue working on that platform that you have and preserve that success. And from what the commentator was saying, from the way they started at the beginning of the season, it didn't look likely that they were actually going to get a promotion place and reach the League One playoffs, final and everything, Wembley, and actually win the damn thing against the U's, But hard luck to the U's, man. They tried their best, but the team that wanted it most on the day ended up winning the game. And that's Wycombe Wanderers. What a great big story, man. What a great big story. So I suggest some of you guys do this more often. If there's a game playing in the league that you watch, a Premier League or Italian League or whatever league, and there might be a lower division game that might spark your interest, just go and check it out. It might just teach you something very valuable in life. And you could say, listen, I actually watched that game when Wycombe Wanderers qualified for the championship for the first time ever in their history. I think this is their 27th season in the English, playing English, professional football, you should say. League 2, League 1, 27 years, and come on, man, It's a great achievement. It's a great big achievement. So guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. Just wanted to share this story with you. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section down below. If you're new, hit the subscribe button if you like. And I like to say thanks for watching this video. Until next time, peace out. Rich, go ahead. That boy Akin Femwa in the championship, man. Ooh, that's gonna be fun.